Big Bang or not or whatever, it happens according to Allah's order. It takes billions, millions of years, it doesn't matter, but it is working in accordance to the will of La ilaha illallah.
No, that wasn't it's not a question of not the will of Allah, merely understanding His will. That's
Sorry?
merely trying to understand, not denying His will or otherwise.
No, indeed. No. I didn't suggest that you are denying. No. I'm just expanding on the question. Don't get me wrong. I didn't say this at all. No, your question is valid and should be asked. No problem. Thank you very much. And I hope that I was able to answer it. I was trying to.
Somewhat. Thank you.
الله سبحانه وتعالى في القرآن أعوذ بالله من اقتربت الساعة وانشق القمر. And Prophet Muhammad said, I sinned with the time they didn't like that. And they went back to the finger. That's one side. I'm sad at that. Can just explain to this ayah and hadith?
It means that Qiyamah is near, but how near? Allahu A'lam. Because if we can figure how near it is, then we know the ghaib. And this is impossible. And anybody comes and talk about this, with due respect, without a knowledge. I have no knowledge when the Qiyamah. Nobody does. The only one who knows is Allah. That's right. اقتربت الساعة وانشق القمر. That's right. But how near? I don't know. How near? Allahu A'lam. Right? Some people try to make some calculations. I actually oppose this. But when I will support this by saying that Rasulullah, when somebody came to him and said, Ya Rasulullah, mata sa'a, when is the day of the hour or the day of judgment will strike and happen? Sayyidina Muhammad, instead of answering him, said when, and he gives him the signs like another answer. No, that context is different. He said to him, ماذا أعددت له? If I ask Rasul, he says, what did you prepare for it? So now, we should actually, I understand your angle that we might be close to the day of judgment, yes.
And there is many signs.
There are many signs, that's right, but the main thing we should worry about is that, are we ready or not? Because if we die, this is our sa'a. Don't you agree? Khalas, Qiyamah has happened. Khalas, if I die, I'm seeing the angels, I'm getting into this life, I cannot go back. The non-believer would say, رَبِّ ارْجِعُونَ. Let me go back. لَعَلِّي أَعْمَلُ صَالِحًا لَعَلِّي أَعْمَلْ صَالِحًا فِيمَا تَرَكْتُ. So I may got some good deeds and some good work. He said, no, كَلَّا إِنَّهَا كَلِمَةٌ هُوَ قَائِلُهَا. It's finished. It is just a word he or she would say. We should worry about our deeds. May Allah make my deed, your deed, and all of our deeds good one. We should carry on struggling to keep our soul a good one and keep our a'mal and deeds a good one. It's not easy, but we need to keep the struggle. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. And that's why we repeat اهدنا الصراط المستقيم at least 17 times every day. Not ihdini, not guide me only. We say it in plural. We say ihdina, ya Allah, guide us. So when you make, even if you pray by yourself, you don't say give me hidayah only, ya Allah, not anybody else. Allah taught us to say ihdina. This is Islam, mahabba, love. This is Islam, care. Jazakallah khair.
Sheikh, you mentioned about the three nafs, the three different nafs, and you said that we are either given one of them. Does that mean that we destined to have that, and that we have to, regardless of what we get, we have to just deal with it, and some of us have to fight harder than others?
Well, yeah, we have been given the choice. Without the choice, Jannah and Jahannam are of no meaning. But due to the fact that Rabbil Alameen Azza wa Jal, Jalla Jalalu wa Amna wa Allah Azza wa Jal has given us the choice. وَنَفْسٍ وَمَا سَوَّاهَا فألهمها فجورها وتقواها. This is the choice. قد أفلح من زكاها وقد خاب من دساها. This is the choice. We have been given the choice to go this way or that way. We make the choice. If we make a choice in life, who becomes responsible for the choice? If I say to my dad, I don't like to just carry on studies, and then I end up as a failure, do I have a right to go to my dad and say, listen, you are not a good father. I tried with you, my son. Why aren't I a good father? You didn't actually push me. I can't push you. I've told you, encouraged you. I spend all the money over you to make you a good person. You choose to be like a worker or anything. This is your choice. You have chosen not to carry on your studies and to work as a worker. Right? Khalas. This is your choice, ya akhi. Why are you blaming me? So we have been given the choice to do this or that. Now, in making the choice, is that the end? No. Because we go through different stages of life. And that's why you find some people who deny Islam, fire Islam, insult Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and then end up saying, Ya Allah forgive me. And then this guy went to Qabr of Sayyidina Muhammad and he cried. The guy who drew Sayyidina Muhammad and made the movie about him from Netherlands. He became a Muslim, he went to Masjid Rasul. He didn't cry, he didn't do anything in Mecca, everything is okay. But once he reached Rasulullah, he felt like, he said like, I've done a big mistake. And he started crying. So his nafs, is it the same as the beginning? Different phases and different spheres. So that's why, say, Ya Rab, اختم لنا بالباقيات الصالحات. Ya Rab, end up our life with good deeds. Why? وَالْعَذُ بِاللَّهِ, because somebody might be a very good person but end up his life with a bad deeds. What does that indicate? No, sincerity is not good. He didn't have sincerity. It's like salah. You have wudu, you go Allahu Akbar, and you come to jalsa and you say tahiyyatu lillah wa salawatu wa tayyibat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. Fil alamin innaka hamidun majid. Before salah, you passed wind. Your salah is considered invalid. Same thing, subhanallah. Somebody, and that's why we make sincere dua, we don't feel arrogant. And the problem with the many Muslims, especially when they become more religious, they have problems with diseases of the heart. And they start to feel better than other people. And they start, mashallah, I'm doing qiyamul layl every night. Monday and Thursday, I'm giving $50 every week sadaqah. I am doing this and this. Ujb, arrogance. Who said that Allah needs anything from you? Allah needs you to be sincere and humble. So you can benefit yourself and others. He doesn't need anything from you or me. Does that make sense? So that's how. It's like salah. You finish salah, alhamdulillah, with your wudu. Assalamu alaikum. Your salah is okay. Last moment, you break your wudu. Salah is invalid. Life like this. So you can't change. You have been given the choice. There are many practical examples show that we can change. Sayyidina Umar ibn al-Khattab, from an enemy of Islam to, what can I say? Allahu Akbar. To a great leader of Islam, protector of Islam. Shukran, jazakallah. Tafadhal.
On the same topic, different topic. If you do something good, you help your neighbor get his cat down off the tree or clean the block drain or something. Is it wrong to feel good about it, that you did something good? I mean, you are able to judge good and bad yourself. So you did something good. Should you not feel happy about it? Or is it wrong to feel happy? Not arrogant.
Yes.
And when does it become arrogance? And when does it become this? I managed to do something good to that for a change.
Okay. Now, Sayyidina Muhammad, in that context, close to it, Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, a man came to him and said, Ya Rasulullah, إن الرجل يحب أن تكون ثوبه حسنة ونعله حسنة فهل هذا من الكبر؟ Ya Rasulullah, you know, one likes his dress to look good and his shoes to look good, shiny, and is that like indicates arrogant or pride? And he said, no. There is no problem in this, that you feel good about yourself. It's actually, there is an encouragement that you look good, not to look tidy and clean and smell nice. Anyone makes salam to you, mashallah, jazakallah khair, you know. But if you have eaten some stuff and then you made salam, no, you didn't wash. Yeah? What is that? Carry. I didn't say carry, you said carry. And then subhanallah, one touch, it stays 20 days. What kind of curry is that, brother? This is original curry. Barakah, mashallah. Thank you, brother. Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Al-Iman bid'un wa sab'una shu'ba, aw sittuna shu'ba." A'laha, the highest level of iman, saying La ilaha illallah, wa adnaha, and the lowest. But it is part of faith and iman and doctrine. Part of our iman. Imatatul adha an al-tariq, removing the harm from the way of the people. If I feel good about this, it's okay. What is the fine boundary here? This is your question. The fine boundary here is that I feel good about it without showing off. If I show off internally or externally, even internally, because if I show off internally, inside I say, yes. And not yet, yes, this is, till this stage, it's okay. But then, look at him. I didn't say that, but it's in the heart. I didn't say this by the tongue. But this is the harm. And this is how harm it is. If I think that I am good, this is great thing, alhamdulillah. Even if you come to me and say that, mashallah, wallahi, very good, mashallah, barakallah fi. Say, thank you, I feel good. People like me. People, they love me. I love them. Alhamdulillah. Big gift from Allah. But if you say that to me and that makes me feel like everybody must listen to me, you know? Shut up. What are you talking about? Even if that happens in the heart, internally, without saying that, this is the harm. You can tell. With this, sometimes you can have signs, whether I have this kibr or arrogance or not. We love people who are humble. We don't like arrogance or arrogant people as naturally. So now the fine difference is that I feel happy about it without showing off, internally or externally. Jazakallah. تفضل يا شيخ.
When the Muslims come to the masjid on Friday or non-Friday, because I'm going back to that hadith of Rasul alayhi salam, that verse I'm asking.
When the Muslims
come to the masjid, as you said, smelling nice, clean, that's a part of sunnah, isn't it?
Yes.
Come to the masjid. خذوا زينتكم للمساجد. So, why people think when they go to see you as a prime minister, we wear nice suits and good dresses. When we come into the masjid, we come in the awful dress or the bad smell. Why are we doing that as Muslims? Because the house of Allah is the best place to go.
Because we're not following the Quran and Sunnah. Because the Quran says, يا أيها الذين آمنوا خذوا زينتكم عند كل مسجد وكلوا واشربوا ولا تسرفوا. يا بني آدم جزاك الله خير. يا بني آدم خذوا زينتكم في سورة الأعراف عند كل مسجد وكلوا واشربوا ولا تسرفوا. It is an order from Allah that we take a great care of our appearance when we go to the masjid. You know, one khutbah, I've seen a brother who became a Muslim and stuff, but who came to the masjid with a singlet. You know, what's wrong with you? You know, he came from the gym straight. Have something here. I know that it's okay in terms of acceptance, but again, socially, we don't agree with this as Muslims. We don't like this. It's a bit offensive. It's not only halal and haram. There is a test for the community. You have to respect that. So some people deal with you halal and haram. Like some brother told me that in some city here, in Ramadan, they put the carpet outside the masjid for Salat al-Eid. So just people who became Muslim a year ago. said, oh, we are going to pray on this with our own shoes on. Why is that? Because Sunnah of Rasulullah. I said, if I were there, I would say, yes, indeed, you can do this. But after we finish, you have to groom it, right? Groom it and spend enough money to make me, as the imam or anybody who's in charge, satisfied with the cleanness of it. So do you have the money to do this? And you do it straight ahead after you finish. So the next time, 5 minutes after you, somebody's going to use the carpet, is going to, are you okay with that? This is how some idiots understand Sunnah, right? If you try to understand Sunnah in a very literal way, sure. But now you have to understand the following. You don't keep the masjid dirty. You cause the masjid to be dirty, you get a sin. Right? So if you do something wrong in the masjid, you have to take care of the cleanliness of the masjid. The problem is that we're not following those mannerism, this etiquette laid down in the Quran and Sunnah. جزاك الله خير.
There is a hadith, اليهود والنصارى لا يصلون بنعلهم فصلوا.
Yes, this is not denying the hadith, but it's about the context. So I come with the shoes on to the Wellington Masjid, to your masjid, and say that I'm going to pray here with the shoes on. If we pray on the grass and your na'al is clean, 100%, no najasa, no impurity, according to someone, you pray in it. But if there is that, if you have some najasa, you're not allowed to do. Otherwise, your salah is invalid. So again, about the context.
If you clean the shoes outside and you come to masjid,
You come on the carpet,
is it possible?
on the carpet,
Yeah, sunnah.
yeah, sunnah, you clean.
Clean.
If the order of the community doesn't accept this, 1, 2, if you not, who said, how about if somebody else come without cleaning and what does clean mean? Clean means that it shouldn't have any dust at all. Why? It is tahir but not clean. How do we mean by clean? There is a difference between tahir and clean. It might be tahir, but not clean. Clean, if it carries some dust, and then you're going to cause the masjid to have dust, then there is a big problem here. You know? So again, we have to take care of the context. If we're praying in a park, we could do this. If we're praying in an open place, alhamdulillah, we could do that. But we try to understand the Quran and Sunnah in that way, it's going to cause a lot of problems. Big problems.
But Sheikh, it's no point to coming with the shoes in the masjid.
There is, yeah, I brought this because it happened in New Zealand. So it happened in our context. So this is about, like I'm saying to the young one, this is not wrong and why it is wrong. So if somebody dreams to do this again, they could be actually asked, stay away. We have order here. You have to respect that. Yes.
If I come to the mosque this Thursday,
Very good, mashallah.
am I wearing awful one or am I wearing awful dressing or?
لا no awful. لا الحمد لله. Who am I to judge you? So that's good. It's about clean, tidy, good smell. But before Jum'ah, the brothers brought some curry for me. Wallahi, I'm giving Jum'ah and I feel very high. Very high. Curry is strong curry, mashallah. MashaAllah. Very tasty, but the smell is very strong. So I give salam alaikum, brother. Alaikum salam. Shukran, mashallah. You make the Muslim feel like a bit hungry. Tfaddal, ya Shaykh.
غسل الجمعة واجب على كل محتاج.
Yes, taking care. If we're talking about adab al-Jum'ah, the brother, mashallah, indicating this, you take a bath. You wear perfume. The problem is perfume, you have to be careful. Not a very strong one, you know. Some brothers come with perfume to give you. They say, mashallah, bismillah, you know. Without asking, and then you smell. This is a car oil or what's wrong with you, brother? But again, because you don't want to embarrass them, mashallah, jazakallah khair, brother, mashallah. What can you do? But again, we have to be, and this actually is a big challenge because here we are diverse community. We're not coming from one culture. We don't belong to the same culture, right? We belong to different cultures. So what is okay in my culture might not be okay in yours. How can I be culturally sensitive? I need to learn about yours. And you shouldn't be arrogant. You should learn about mine as well. Don't look at me down. Don't see me less than you. It's good that we learn about each other. Now, I love curry, mashallah, since I came to New Zealand. Know the people, they accept that from me. There is a context. If I don't like the food, I shouldn't say it's bad. I'm making it with using the sense of humor. The brother loves me, he likes me, he accepts those comments. But if I say your food is bad, you know, and I say it in a serious way, it's not sunnah, it's not politeness. Because Sayyidina Muhammad, he likes the food, he eats it, he doesn't, he leaves it. Sorry brother, there is a brother asking a question. Sorry, تفضل يا شكرا.
Hey, just as you say, I have two questions.
Yes, sure.
First one is, if a person is denied either heaven or hell, where do they go? Just a question I just had out of curiosity because I've been asked that several times by other people.
They deny heaven or hell.
Yes.
So they believe La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah.
Yeah. And the second one is,
If they believe La ilaha illallah, Allah told them there is this and that. How do they say about this?
it's just a personal opinion. Challenging other people's personality.
If somebody denies akhirah, he's not a Muslim. Because we have 5 pillars and we have 6 articles of faith. الإسلام أن تشهد أن لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله تقيم الصلاة تؤتي الزكاة تصوم رمضان تحج البيت. And 6 articles of faith. أن تؤمن بالله وملائكته وكتبه واليوم الآخر ورسله واليوم الآخر والقدر خيره وشره حلوه ومره. It's included because it's afterlife here. So if somebody denies life after the second life or the hereafter, then he denies one of the pillars. Khalas, he's not a Muslim. But again, who judge people at the end of the day? Is it me or you? Allah. And it's up to them, up between Allah. Allah take care of this, not us.
And the second question is, in the case of when someone dies and you miss them, they've been gone for a long period of time, but you miss them really badly, how would you as an individual deal with it, knowing the fact that they're in a better place, but the fact a piece of you doesn't want to let them go regardless of the fact that they're gone?
I would give charity on their behalf. I would go and do Umrah in their behalf. If they haven't done Umrah or Hajj, I would go and dig a well in Africa and give it a name after this person whom I love. So I can actually live in peace with the fact that they have passed. But I still, some piece of me is trying to resist this, but it's a fact. So I have to try to providing them with this love while I'm here. I make dua for them. I visit their grave and make salam to them. And I keep making dua. There are many ways in Islam to acknowledge the grief and how to deal with it. سكت أولادك يا أخي.
والله ما ابني مصري هذا.
مش تبع يعني؟ خلاص اتكلم يا ابني براحتك. Did I answer your question? أنا بقول يعني if it is difficult, I know it is difficult that sometimes when somebody dies, we feel like. But when I went to Kuwait, I found some charity organization doing a good work. They dig a well for you in Africa or for your passed away grandmother, and they bring some water from the well for you. And I saw the bottles as a way to market. It's a good marketing way of good deeds, you know. I said, where is that from? They said from Sudan or from Uganda or from. Alhamdulillah, we Alhamdulillah, we have water. When you go to the kitchen, you open the tap, you get the water, you drink. Say Alhamdulillah, you don't reflect. Ya akhi, la, Alhamdulillah. Do you know that? How did this water reach you? The sun, the wind, many other things did work very hard to get you that, to make that water for you with the order of Allah. If there is no sun, would you get this water? No. And then you get that water, and then you pay the bill $60, $70 at the end of the month, right? So you think that I have paid for the water. Bismillah. Brother, you haven't paid for the water. The water is priceless. You have paid for the services, for the company who is actually extended the tubes for you or the pipes to get the water to your house, for the maintenance of the stuff. The water is priceless. If you have $10 million, you are about to die. And I say now, it's a glass of water. I give it to you, but you give me the $10 million. Would you say no? I die better? You say no? Okay, take them. Unless somebody's miser. This is no, I die, no problem. I don't want the water. I need to keep my money. But you're gonna die. It's fine. I can't imagine that you're gonna take my money. La, khalas. So this is again another point that we need to go do some charity work on their behalf and say, Ya Allah, accept this for my grandmother or my mom. Or dua in sujood, sajda. يا الله اغفر لأمي اغفر لأبي ورب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا.
Sheikh, Ali, I want to ask you.
تفضل يا حبيبي.
Is another Egyptian?
Is Egyptian?
Yeah.
I will take extra care of him. So this isn't يعني Egyptian.
اثنين أسئلة.
سؤالين.
واحدة.
سؤال واحد.
عن لو كنت عندك نايس حاجات كده في الهيد بتاعك.
أيوة.
هتبقى اوكي ان انت تيجي من المسجد؟
السؤال ده ابن لذينه ده. سؤال صعب جدا. طب والسؤال الثاني؟
السؤال التاني السؤال انا بس عايزه اقول لك ان ده
لا خلاص مش خلاص انت قلت لي كده انت.
فلسطيني.
لا خلاص فلسطيني وخلاص كلنا كويسين الحمد لله. The question of this beautiful boy is that if somebody have lice in the hair, you know, are they allowed to come to the masjid? It might sound a very innocent question, but it is very smart one. Sayyidina Muhammad told Sahaba if they eat the raw onion or garlic, they shouldn't come to the masjid. If one day, you know, sometimes it's healthy, it's good. But if you eat it one day, then you don't come. You do your jama'ah with your family or with some other 3-4 brothers eating some garlic, alhamdulillah, you do it jama'ah. But you come to them, and that actually, this is something we should reflect over. Like today I had the curry, but it was fine. It wasn't that strong, was it?
Medium.
Medium, alhamdulillah. The smell, I used the spoons, it was fine. But if it's gonna stay, even if I wash it, it stays. Can you smell it? You should, you see? Huh? It's very strong. But again, it's a nice food. I can't say anything. It's beautiful food. It's very healthy and stuff.
Is it sunnah to eat with a spoon or hand?
I'll finalize this question and come back to your question, Haji. So again now, if it smells and if it's gonna cause some problems to other people, shall I eat before I come with my fingers or spoon? It's time for reflection, you know. It's right, and sometimes it stays in the cloth. But somebody who's used to this food won't think about this. I'm saying that with all love, and in my culture there are some strong foods as well. Sayyidina Muhammad said, don't eat, if you eat garlic, raw garlic or onion, and we do this in Arab country. Sometimes we eat the garlic and the onion with the food or other things, and then we go to the masjid. It's not accepted, it's wrong. Egyptian culture is wrong here. Or Arab culture is wrong in this context. So in this context, it's now to the boy's question, may Allah reward him. If somebody has got this problem, which could actually infect others, they shouldn't come to the masjid till they are treated. To the school in New Zealand here, And then you have to edit this part by eating by the feet, okay?
Inshallah.
You know, if your kid, or if one of the kids in the classroom has got lices, right? They send you a note, please make sure that your kid's head is clean, or treat them just in case. They don't want to hurt your feelings. They send this to all the parents. Or please, if your kid is infected with this, please keep them home. Makes sense. This is Islam. This is what Islam says. It's like the khutbah when I shared this with you, brothers. And that wallahi happened in Auckland, happened in Australia, wallahi happened in the UK where I spent some time as well. Happened in France where I went as well. In Muslim community, a brother comes with his car, he blocks you, he doesn't care. Wallahi, they go out, wallahi, I have been with the brother 20 minutes and I had a meeting with some family who needed my advice and they are, you know, like struggling. And I had to be late. The brother came outside the masjid, you know, he went to his car which is broken mine, smiled at me, didn't say salam. He gets in and switch on and Bismillah, and he left. No guilt. You know, that means that we have a big problem. Big problem. So again, this boy, when he asked that question, it should be treated with respect. It's absolutely beautiful to be aware of other people, and we should take care of other people's benefit, not only ours.
Sorry, we don't block the sheikhs, we block the road. In an Eid day here, we stop in the middle, and we're talking with someone Muslim standing there.
It's da'wah, because the brother do da'wah, so everybody stop here. What is this Islam? MashaAllah, Islam? Well, I'm going to stay away from Islam.
Many of them, they stop in the middle of the road and talking with the other side.
This is,
like they belong to the street.
I haven't been here, wallah, I'm not criticizing anybody here.
Auckland.
All of you are good. In Auckland.
Not only in Auckland, everywhere.
I told you it's in England, France, Australia, and it's in Auckland. Wellington is the best, mashallah. Until I leave, but I say, mashallah, brothers. We need to be more sensitive. I agree with you. The way we park, the way we... Wallah, I go to some places. تفضلوا summary. خلاص, I finished a long time ago. They keep asking questions. So, Haji, I will answer your question after I finish, inshallah. And yours as well, inshallah. We'll make dua and go to Isha. Sheikh is urging me to finalize. But I am more than happy to sit down behind. We have time. After Salat al-Isha,
After refreshment.
There is a refreshment. Anyone who would like to join me, you are welcome, inshallah. May Allah reward you. May Allah bless all of you. اللهم اهدنا فيمن هديت وعافنا فيمن عافيت وتولنا فيمن توليت وبارك لنا فيما أعطيت وقنا واصرف عنا شر ما قضيت إنك تقضي بالحق ولا يقضى عليك إنه لا يعز من عاديت ولا يذل من واليت تباركت ربنا وتعاليت أنت القوي ونحن الضعفاء إليك أنت الغني ونحن الفقراء إليك اللهم أحسن وقوفنا بين يديك ولا تخزنا يوم العرض عليك اللهم استرنا فوق الأرض وتحت الأرض ويوم العرض اللهم آت نفوسنا تقواها وزكها أنت خير من زكاها أنت وليها ومولاها اللهم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار اللهم فرج عن إخواننا المستضعفين في سوريا اللهم عجل لهم بالفرج يا رب العالمين
آمين.
وفرج عن إخواننا في فلسطين
آمين.
وفي اليمن وفي العراق
آمين.
وفي كشمير
آمين.
وفي بورما
آمين.
وأصلح حال المسلمين
آمين.
اللهم بلغنا رمضان وأعنا على الصيام حسن الصيام وحسن القيام تقبل منا يا رب العالمين اغفر ذنوبنا واشرح صدورنا ويسر أمورنا واختم بالباقيات الصالحات أعمالنا وصل اللهم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين. Thank you very much for listening. Assalamu alaikum.